of Youth Services for York County Libraries. On behalf of York and Adams County Libraries, welcome to the 33rd annual celebration of poetry. The poetry contest has a long history of encouraging York and Adams County youth to hone their writing skills. It is a great opportunity for students to share their thoughts and their creativity with their peers and the community. We received 200 entries this year, many submitted by school librarians and teachers on behalf of their students. Students, please join me in thanking your librarians, teachers, and of course your parents for encouraging the young poet. So thank you. Also, thank you to Glatfelter Memorial Library for hosting our celebration of poetry tonight. York County Libraries is proud to present the compilation of poetry from our 33rd annual poetry contest. So each winner receives a copy of this book of poems. The book will also be distributed to school libraries of each of the winners and each library in York and Adams County. Thank you to the many staff that worked to create this book, to our president, Robert F. Lambert, to Adams County Library's Executive Director, Laura Goss, to our Youth Services Program Manager, Jackie Delshire, to our graphic designer, Jill McGee, and to our editor, Rebecca Hoffman, who is right over there. Our panel. Lost the mic. We'll have to test how well I can throw my voice. Our panel of judges generously devoted time and expertise to ensuring that a quality pool of winners was selected. Sincere thanks are due to them for their continued support for this program. If you're here, please stand up. Travis Karowski, Lori Lacrone, Jennifer Nesbitt, Ted Nesbitt, J.J. Schaefer, Alex Skino, Carol Clark Williams, and Carla Christopher Wilson. Let's give them all a hand. Lexi, come on up.
I got here just.
Yes, you did.
Hi, Lexi. This is Lexi. She was one of our judges. Thank you so much, and thank you. So happy to be able to have you.
I met you virtually, but now I get to meet
Yeah, exactly. All right, thank you.
Finally, we would like to thank all those who submitted entries to the competition. We hope that York and Adams County students will continue to find self-expression and satisfaction in their creative efforts. Congratulations to all the winners. Next, we're going to have Jackie Delshire come up and introduce our keynote speaker for the night, and then after that we will get to our awarding of our poet winners, and they'll each get a chance to read their poem to you. Okay?
All right, so I kept my phone on because I had our keynote's bio on it, and of course, trying to turn it down, what did I do? I made it loud. All right, so I'd like to introduce Robert Poff. He's a published writer that grew up in York, Pennsylvania. He's published 2 books, a poetry collection and a short story collection. He mentored under the former Poet Laureate of York, Miss Carol Clark Williams, who was one of our judges and has been one of our judges for many years. And he's done that since he was 15 years old. So let's give a big hand for Rubber Puff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I didn't hear any boos yet, so that's a good start. So I do want to preface this by throwing Miss Carol Clark-Williams under the bus a little bit. She told me this was going to be primarily high schoolers, so this might be a little tech savvy, but parents, I think you'll get a lot of information out of this. First slide up. So who am I? I am Robert Popp. I'm a 22-year-old author of 2 books, Useful Words for Useless People and Call to the Void. I started writing at 16 and I was tutored by Miss Carol Clark-Williams, the poet laureate of York. Next slide, please. Oh. Yep, so that's my first book, and then if you click the next button, that'll be my second book. I'm just going to stand over here. Alright, and then if you can click the next slide, please. So my writing journey. Writing is a very high risk, high reward, as this will be mostly for the parents, this slide especially. What I spent about $90 on the cover illustration, about $60 on the cover design, and about $320 on ISBNs and barcodes. That's to publish one book. I spent about $470. I'm sure a lot of you kids will want to be, am I supposed to be standing in front of that?
You're good. Yeah, you're good.
I'm sure a lot of you kids will want to be published one day. Parents, you're really looking at about that price, if not more. I didn't pay for editors, so that's another price on top of that. I'll go back to that later. If you want to click the next slide, please. There is no wrong way to write for you children. There is no wrong way to do anything, but there's especially no wrong way to write. Just talk to your own voice. There's blueprints to follow. There's a trisyllabic meter, there's sonic, there's novels, there's novellas, there's all these fancy words. None of them mean anything. Basically, just write what you like to write. Have fun with it. If you're not having fun, people won't have fun. Next slide, please. On writing, beat the script, use unique words, and express concise ideas. Take this line, for example. She thought the dress was ugly and ill-fitting. She was pale with a slight blush. Compare that to, she eyed down the dress, sliding into the flaming hodgepodge and examining her mirrored self-stature. The dress was ill-fitting, its build meant to insinuate a curvature Charlotte didn't possess, the flamboyant schematics overwhelmingly bright, in a harsh juxtaposition to a daisy dot skin that ran a bleached pale. She always painted with a slight pink flush that constantly ran rosy. Next slide, please. Or this one. Here's another example. A stallion was eating in the woods. It had a majestic mane that went all the way to the ground. It's simple, it's there, but you can make a stallion raked its head across the fawns, unfazed by the light as it pranced between sprouts. Its neck erupted in a lion-like mane of lustrous white fur that cascaded elegantly down its front, connected to the front to the dark ground as if the creature was budding from a stem. Next slide, please. If there is a book that you want to read that has been written yet, you must write it. All you kids out there, you must write your book. It's going to be your book. It's going to be what you create. Next slide. On editing. So kill your darlings. Getting rid of unnecessary fluff, plot threads, lines, characters. That's for the older kids. Edit out loud. Again, a great resource. It converts your words to audio files. Hiring an editor, it can be expensive. ISBN numbers, I'm going to skip the ISBN numbers because it's not important right now. Next slide, please. So there's different avenues for publishing. There's traditional, there's self-publishing, there's magazine publishing. These are the big three, these are the important three. If you guys want to be published one day, next slide, please. Or is that going to be? Yeah, so that's going to be the pros and cons to traditional publishing. There's multiple pros to traditional publishing. Obviously, I've never been traditional published. I went self-publishing, but I have them listed there. If you go to the next slide, please. Magazine publishing is much easier than traditional. This is what you want for your kids right now. While they're younger, you want to get them in the magazines. You want to get them into as many as you can. It's the best avenue for building a writing career. It's less of a body of work is needed. It's great for advertising. you want to be in magazines, you want to get your work out there. Magazine acceptance rate go anything from 0.1% to 100%, so there's varying levels, and you're going to receive rejection letters. It's going to happen, but you push forward, you keep pushing, and you eventually get to the point where you will start to get published. And you already have, so good job. Next slide, please. So self-publishing. There's Ingram Sparks and there's Amazon KDP. These are the big two if you want your kids to be published, or kids if you want to be published. These are the two you want to go through. So Ingram Sparks have an upfront cost of about $50, but it will get you into bookstores, which is the big thing that everybody wants. Amazon KDP is free to use. It won't really get you in the bookstores, but you'll be on Amazon, which is also very cool. Next slide, please. This is actually a quote from Ernest Hemingway. If you want to be a writer, declare yourself the best writer, but you're not lying around. You want to have this mindset. You want to be the best writer you can be. Next slide. Let's skip ahead. There we go. Good luck on your writing journey. I hope you all do great. You all already did great, and you're all going to do great. And that's all I have for you guys.
Robert started at Martin Library, working with his poetry with Miss Carol.
Yep, Miss Carol.
Yeah. So,
Lovely lady.
yeah. So he's come up through the library. All right. Miss Jackie, are you ready?
And thank you to Bree. We now have the microphone again.
Oh, thanks, Bree.
So this is the part where everybody is to find out who won. So we had 6 different categories for the poem submissions. And the first category is first and second grade. So our 4th place winner for first and second grade was Gabriella Wright with her poem Sharp. Gabriella, come on up. Come on, Gabby.
Can I shake your hand? Oh, we need to face the camera. Can you face that way? See Miss Rebecca back there? Congratulations.
That's okay.
Here you go. You want to hold this up and then maybe Miss Rebecca will take a picture of that.
Get lots of pictures.
Right over there. See Miss Rebecca over there with the camera? Smile. Perfect.
Thank you, Gabby.
You wanna hear mommy stuff? And mom? Yeah. All right. Here's your poem. Mom, you wanna read it?
Sure. The title is Shark. Sharp and scary teeth, huge sea animal, always eating fish, rough skin, killers living in the ocean.
Thank you so much. Our 3rd place winner for first and second grade is Alzette Georgie with her poem, Can You Guess It? Come on up.
Hey, come on up. Okay, can you hold this? All right, ready? Miss Rebecca's right back here with the camera. Can you smile at her? Hold that up. Say, congratulations. Great job. You want to give this to Mom, while you read your poem? All right, where's your poem? Right up there with the other Miss Jackie. Here you go.
Can you guess it? Can you guess my favorite show? It has some pups that go, go, go. They save the day and help me in a good way. Each one wears a pup tag, all of their tails right. They eat little pies, the pink one fries. One is so funny, it seems like a bunny. They have lots of friends, now the stuff that's in the show ends. It's Paw Patrol.
That's fantastic. Our second place winner for first and second grade is by Rose Delp. It's called My Cocoa Dream. Rose is not here today, but we congratulate her all the same. And our first place winner for first and second grade is Sophia Orwick for her poem, Snow is Magical. Come on up, Sophia.
Right here with Miss Rebecca. Let's say congratulations. All right, good job. Want to take that up with you? Want to leave it here with me till you're done? Okay, cool. Good job. Congratulations.
Snow is magical, can't you see? Won't you come and play with me? School is out, let's run about. This is every kid's fantasy. Smelling fresh air, nothing can compare. Ice cube cheeks and droopy nose, fingers and toes are nearly froze, and a few strands of icicle hair. We hear Mom's call, so let's not stall. We throw right in to snuggle my pup while drinking cocoa cup by cup. Snow days, what a ball.
That was wonderful. Thank you, and great job memorizing your poem. The next category is for third and fourth grade. And fourth place goes to Hunter Whetstone for his poem, Summertime. Congratulations, Hunter.
Okay, take this. Turn around here. We're going with Miss Rebecca. Say cheese. Thank you. All right, good job. This is for you also. You want me to hold that till you're finished reading?
Winter can be such a bore. The cold and snow keep you indoors. After Christmas time unwinds, I only wish for summertime. Summertime is so much fun, being out in the warm sun, drinking lemonade by the pool, playing splashing, staying cool. I love to go out and ride my bike, or go to the park, or take a hike, run outside or climb a tree and take a trip with my family. The other seasons are just okay, but I prefer a summer day. I'm pretty sure you have guessed, I think summertime is the best.
Third place winner of the third and fourth grade category is Lindsay Bickford for her poem, Kindness. Congratulations, Lindsay.
Okay, we're gonna look over at Miss Rebecca. All right, ready? Say cheese. Thank you. All right. Do you want to hold me to hold these so you're finished?
Kindness is a helping hand, a subject that we all should understand. It could be us giving a person a home or as small as spreading shalom. Kindness is something we all should do day and night and through and through.
Our second place winner for third and fourth grade is Annecy. I'm sorry. How do you say your name? Annecy Georgie, and her poem is called My Favorite Book. Come on up, Annecy.
Can you guess my favorite book? I'll write it down, but please don't look. It's not about princesses, ponies, or fairies, but what a wonderful text it carries. It's a New York Times best-selling series with picture puzzles, games, and queries. I like how the books are about a game. Now do you know it? Can you tell me its name? You know the answer. Woohoo, yippee! It's Mr. Lemoncel's Library.
Thank you, Nancy. I have to admit that that is also one of my favorite books, Mr. Lemoncello's Library. It's a good one. I love all the puzzles inside. Our first place winner for 3rd and 4th grade is Ruby Delp for her poem, The Little Friends. Ruby's not able to join us today, but we'll congratulate her all the same. Next, we have the category for 5th and 6th grade. And our 4th place winner is Elizabeth Novak for her poem, Words Can't Hurt Me. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Right up here, Miss Rebecca. All right, there we go. Do you want to take this? This is just a gift card. You want me to hold on to it to end up?
Words can't hurt me. Everyone says words can't hurt me, but you know just as well as I do that sometimes someone says something that whacks you right in the heart. Ouch. So yes, words can hurt us, but what really matters is what you choose to do after those words. You can let them keep hurting you, or you could toss them aside and forget those words. Let those words make you stronger. The heavier words you push from your mind, the stronger you become. When you become stronger, the words become lighter, and eventually the words won't hurt at all.
Third place for 5th and 6th grade goes to Tremaine Johnson for his poem, The Crown in the Netherlands. Congratulations, Tremaine.
All right, you want that piece? You want me to finish? Got it.
Yes.
It's right here waiting for you.
As I fall into the grass, I get lifted from my hand with a gentle grasp. It comes from a beautiful girl. She giggles and laughs and sneaks a twirl. She wants me to go explore the land, but she asks if I trust her, so I give her my hand. We skip and run and look at the space, now knowing I'm in a wonderful place. We see colorful leaves near lakes and oceans. We're interrupted with no commotion. We cancel the silence and run from the hills. We spot all life lingering and leering. We go to the forest to play. We laugh, we fall, we lay. I acknowledge her beauty on her face, hoping I can stay in this wonderful place.
Thank you so much. Great job. Second place for our 5th and 6th grade poets is Clayton Branstelter for his poem, A Bright Rainbow. Congratulations, Clayton.
See Miss Rebecca over there? Say cheese. Got us. Okay. Want me to hold it? There you go.
I hear the pit-pat of the rain, oh how it fills me with disdain. I feel the cold drops on my skin, in this battle I will not win. I see the blue drops from the sky, oh it makes me want to cry. I smell the wretched earthy scent, oh the anger I must now vent. I taste the water on my tongue, in my mouth the small drops clung. The rain is here from head to toe, at last I see a bright rainbow.
First place poet for 5th and 6th grade is Nia Stevens for the poem Under the Surface. Is Nia here today? No? Well, we congratulate Nia. Next, we have our 7th and 8th graders. Our 4th place winner is Katie Klein for The Girl Who Was 2020. Congratulations, Katie.
When you look into her eyes, all you can see is the dark London sky. You can now see the shattered china glass that once shone like bright green grass. Like a person who was on center stage, who felt nothing but sadness and rage. But if you looked close enough, there was something else in her witty green eyes. It was the sadness of a widowed bride. The loss of her one and only left a darkness that was ever so lonely. But it was not only her loss that left sorrow, it was the loss of the sun that used to fly over the land like a lost sparrow. She could no longer taste the sweetness of the candy. She couldn't smell the freshness of the candle that sat on the table. After all, the darkness had taken away the love in her life and replaced it with a girl that now was hidden behind everyone's masks. That girl was named 2020.
Thank you, Katie. 3rd place goes to Mia Colfer with her poem, All the Hate and Chatter.
Country of the free we've gained, they say, but they continue to discriminate. But crazy breaks loose when things don't go their way, claim they do good but still hold up a gate. Those who aren't the same never had the right, telling us to be special, not different. And we pretend that everything is all right, but we are all not equivalent. Protesting, fighting isn't fixing anything. They ignore anything they can or want. It's fine, they say. We're doing what's right, they think. They deserve it, people say, very nonchalant. But it's fine, it doesn't matter. All the hate and chatter.
That was wonderful, thank you. 2nd place for 7th and 8th grade goes to Faith Champagne for If You're Wondering. Congratulations, Faith.
If you're wondering where I am, I'm running from my past, from a life I want to forget to a new world, one that will last. If you're wondering where I go on these cold December nights, well, I don't think you'll understand, but here I go, because you might. If you're wondering what I mean, as odd as it may seem, that I always seem distant, that I always go missing, it's because of all I've seen. A fire took my house, disease took my mother, depression took my father, and an idiot driver took my brother. I lost it all in a very short time. I had no home and nowhere to go, so I'd walk the streets alone at night, praying and praying for a home. Finally, someone took me in, but I still felt lost like Neverland. So if you're still wondering where I go, I roam the places I don't know, to find a place that really feels like home. But my life isn't perfect. It never was perfect. So sometimes I wonder if I even deserve it. Sometimes I wonder if it's even worth it. That's what I'm wondering. And if you're wondering who I am, I can't tell you just yet. But if you've already figured it out, I must say I'm impressed.
First place for 7th and 8th grade goes to Ella Glatfelter for her poem Picture Frames. Congratulations, Ella. Our next category is 9th and 10th grade. And our 4th place winner is Trinity Grandel for I Am From Clothes. Congratulations, Trinity. 3rd place for 9th and 10th grade goes to Mirren McKinney with her poem, Regret is a Scornful Needle.
Okay, I'll take it. Wait, I'll hold it.
Regret is a scornful needle, piercing through fabrics within your soul. Each stitch gathering as remorse overloads your thoughts. The last goodbye you cannot pin in place. The sound of their laugh cutting away at the hem of your inseams. As much as you try to zip it up inside, the heartbreak still bleeds out. For all the opportunities you had to love them are forever lost. You can only hope the best parts of their journey are embroidered on them, dreading that painful fragments line their last moments. Ashamed you took time for granted, neglecting the minor reminders of affection slashes the fabric. The pattern is permanently stained with regret.
Our 2nd place winner for 9th and 10th grade is Tyler Michael for his poem, We're Fine. Tyler's not here today, so congratulations, Tyler. And our 1st place winner for 9th and 10th grade is Riley Barmore. Come on up, Riley, for Constellations of Clouds. Congratulations.
Did you get it without the mask? Oh, sorry. There we go. Triple excellent.
So they say she was made of stars, blood, heart, and soul. Stars splattered her skins like freckles. And they say he was made completely of clouds, floating with her up in the sky. When the sun was shining bright, they would run into their haven and hide away until they were needed again. And on those cloudy days, she would work behind him, whispering sweet nothings and sour everythings. When she would speckle the dark night sky, he would lay to the side and watch with great pride. No one ever loved the clouds like the stars did, and no one ever loved the stars like the clouds did. Maybe that's why when you see one, you're bound to see the other.
We have one more category. These are our 11th and 12th graders. 4th place goes to Abby Shaw for her poem, Now. Congratulations, Abby. Third place goes to Bethany Shiflett. Is Bethany here today? For her poem, Remember Me. Congratulations, Bethany. Second place goes to Anthony Torres Rutherford for Ahead of the Past. And I think we have a guest reader with us tonight. Anthony couldn't make it. But welcome back, Mary.
Alright. I'm a fellow classmate, so. Ahead of the past. I looked out from beneath the leaves. Wild berries gazed at me. I passed the wind. There it went. I stopped to let it catch its breath. At the opaque horizon, I arrived. The forest of questions and answers behind me, at last. Trees I once thought were the height of the clouds, now a thin gradient of black and green. It is no longer I go looking, rather I go learning. The sun burns freedom into my flesh, freedom reflective of my escape. Was there just not a storm? Perhaps I was the storm. A storm of shame that left me shaking and shivering, a storm of icy isolation, a storm. But now I stand tall before the ice in its new form. I stand in my skin, with the ice of shame melted away, ready to accept the cascades of shifting blue and release the vulnerable parts of me hidden by the past. I am guided into the future by these warm waves of wisdom and strength. no longer driven by the chase.
And finally, we have our first place winner for 11th and 12th grade for the poem Exotic by Jacinta Chuten. And Jacinta is not here tonight, but congratulations all the same. Congratulations once again to all of our amazing poets, all of the 200 poets that submitted poems, and all of our winners. We hope that you will take the books and read all of the poems in there, and including your own, and cherish them. So that wraps up our evening.